What's going on, Beamer fans? Today we get the beautiful green M4. If this is your first time on Beamer Review, what we do here is showcase the latest BMWs that just hit the market. And today we got this beautiful green M4, and it's a competition, and we're going to spend some time talking about the 5 things that I love about this vehicle. Also, guys, one big announcement: we are launching our website. It's www.beamerview.com, and pretty excited to say that this is going to be a store that we're going to be selling some accessories and all that. So if you guys are looking for some accessories or just want to check out the shop, it is pretty fast shipping. We are sponsored, or we are partnered with Spocket, so their shipping times are usually 4 to 7 days. So definitely check out what we have to offer. The link is down below. Alright, and without further ado, let's go and get started. So again, top 5 reasons why I love this M4, especially this M4. I love the green. Number 1, let's give it up to the styling. Styling of this vehicle never disappoints. You can check out the taillights right there, the exhaust clips, the exhaust tips that are on the bottom as well. Styling of the overall M4, especially this green one, just gives it a much brighter look. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you guys ever saw this vehicle in person, the green actually pops out a whole lot more than you actually think. Now, in pictures and videos, it doesn't look as good. Or it still looks good, but trust me, when you see it in person, you will not miss it. Your head will turn, you'll just watch the whole car go by, and it stands out from just every other car that's on the road. Now, I'm pretty sure that a lot more people are getting used to the grille. I definitely am. Again, if you're not a fan of the grille, stick to the darker colors because they do hide the grille a little bit more better, but these brighter colors will actually give the grille a bit more of a contrast. But regardless, I'm starting to love the grille, and paired with those hood lines on top, it never just seems to get old. Another quick look from the front of the vehicle. Again, grille doesn't look this bad. I'm not sure why, but with this camera angle, it makes it look a lot more obnoxious. Trust me, in person, it looks really great. Reason number 2, I'm going to give it to the performance, the steering wheel, and the way that the vehicle drives. So basically, performance wise, I'm sure you guys already seen a ton of reviews, but the car is pushing above 503 horsepower, being that this one is a competition model. Foot-pounds of torque, we're looking at 479 foot-pounds of torque, and that's early as 2750 RPM, which is very low. Now, the 0 to 60 for this vehicle, rear-wheel drive, mind you, 3.8 0 to 60 for this vehicle. They are saying that the X-Drive models are going to be coming out very soon, probably in August. Though some reviewers are saying that the vehicle is pushing about 3.4, going towards the 0 to 60 there. So regardless, the vehicle is going to perform very well, without a doubt. Now, steering wheel, I wanted to bring up. I do love this steering wheel, the way that it feels, the way that it moves, the way that it stays really stiff in your hands. Comparing this steering wheel compared to the rest of the BMWs, I'd say that this one is probably more on the responsive side, and it just makes the car easy to drive every single day by the way that it moves. But at the same time, you can still control the car really well too. So it's a win-win on both sides, whether you're on the track or on the road daily driving it. The steering wheel feels great in the hands. The 10 and 2 is also a great feeling. It's got some nice little bolstering on the 10 and 2 that really help you control the steering wheel just a little bit more better. Totally worth it. And lastly, in the performance category, the vehicle stays planted. And I personally haven't drifted a car, especially this one. But for sure, the vehicle stays planted. And I can see this car being a very easy car to drift, without a doubt. Reason number 3, I'm going to give it to the competitive edge that this vehicle has. Now, if you guys have been staying in tune with the M4, with all the other reviewers, and all the drag races that this car is doing, it's blowing out the competition like crazy. Especially from a rolling start, I should say. So, this vehicle from a dig is rear-wheel drive, so it still keeps up, mind you, but the starting point for a rear-wheel drive vehicle for this one is a little bit tricky, but still gets it going to 3.8. The rolling races for this vehicle, the M4 is just blowing away the competition. And one of the really cool thing about this vehicle too is that on the top end, the vehicle just pulls like crazy. The 503 horsepower really come into play on the top end of the vehicle. And once you get it going, above 100, you would think that the vehicle kind of slows down, but this one just keeps moving like a train, which is amazing. Now, I'm not sure if you guys know, but one of the main competitors for this vehicle is the C63 AMG by Mercedes. We all know that, but one of the things that I've heard that Mercedes-Benz is doing with their AMGs is that they're switching to a 4-cylinder electric engine. Now, that's one big reason why I think a lot of people are gonna either love it or hate it. So I'm not sure how things are gonna play out for the C63 AMG in the coming years, but they are gonna switch to a electric engine. Sorry, a hybrid engine, 4-cylinder electric, so hybrid. Yep. And so that's another big reason why I think that this vehicle is going to have a competitive edge. I think no matter what, people, driving enthusiasts, are always going to love that engine feel. And it's still going to be a while before people start to move toward the electric side for driving enthusiasts. So yeah, that's another reason why I think this vehicle has a big competitive edge. Also, Audis. I've had an Audi before, the S5. The vehicle that competes against this one is the RS5, obviously. And I've had an Audi before. I did feel that the understeer for it is true. Whatever everyone's saying about the understeer for the Audis, it's pretty prevalent that the Audis do have understeer. The engine does sit above the front wheels, and I'm definitely a bigger fan of the way that the BMW drives. So yeah, this vehicle does have a strong competitive edge if that's something that you're into, or a big factor in choosing this vehicle or not. This vehicle will blow away the competition. Reason number 4 is going to go down to the features. Again, not only does this vehicle perform extremely well, but in my opinion, I believe that this vehicle has the best features of them all. Now, I've played around with Mercedes, I've played around with Audi's infotainment system, but it is not as smooth as this at all. iDrive 7 just takes the cake in the latest OS system and is the best iDrive yet. BMW stays on top of their game. iDrive 8 is going to come out pretty soon with the new electric cars. And so even though iDrive 7 is already better, BMW is already making iDrive 8, which is going to be even better. So I strongly believe that BMWs just have the best infotainment system of them all. This screen is touchscreen, which is great. And the controller that you use, the iDrive controller that's on the bottom of the center console as well, works very intuitively. And by far, I believe that this controller is the best compared to any other brands, Lexus, Audi, Mercedes, you name it. It's the most simplistic, but at the same time, it's the most advanced and it's the smoothest. Reason number 5 is going to be a funny one, but I'm a big fan of having a sporty, fast car that has a sunroof. Yes, the sunroof is number 5, and I love the fact that you can build this car with either a carbon fiber roof or you can option it with the sunroof that you see here. I think that the sunroof is a great feature or option to have in any vehicle, because on those nice summer days where it's a nice 67, 70 degrees or so, you kind of just want that extra light to be in the vehicle and you just want to enjoy the moment and cruise down the highway, while the sunroof just kind of amplifies that whole scene or vibe, you want to call it. So I'm a big fan of the sunroof that this vehicle has. And no matter whichever car I get in the future, I've had a Lexus RCF before that had the carbon fiber roof, and honestly, yeah, like I get it that it does lower the center of gravity and all that, saves weight and whatnot, but I didn't like the fact that the carbon fiber roof just kind of casts a whole shadow within the bottom of the vehicle. The car kind of felt really dark and it didn't really give it that lively vibe, and you couldn't really fall in love with it either. So a big fan of the sunroof. I would also option the sunroof if I were you guys, but that's completely up to you. The sunroof will not disappoint. That's gonna pretty much wrap it up for this video. Again, guys, check out beamerview.com. It's a brand new website. It's a shop. We use Shopify to make the products and make the payments and all that a breeze. So definitely check out the website. I'll link it down in the bottom of the video. Let me know what you guys think about it. Feel free to write down any questions in the comment box. Be more than happy to help you guys. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Also, we have a Dravid Gray M4 or M3 that just landed. So expect the video coming out this week. Stay tuned, subscribe, like the video.